I think several things have happened. One is a lot of the sharp people at a bunch of those big companies have decided, like people who came before them in other areas of tech, that they can actually start their own company. Also, the technology has become more widely available, and so, for example, Google, Diane may talk about this afternoon, Google released TensorFlow as open source. It was a significant kind of opening of the kimono of how this stuff works and put it in the hands of a lot more people. We have in fact, it's actually interesting, we have a company, Udacity, that's here. They actually will now, you can go online and you can learn Google Caliber AI literally as an online course. And so the education and the technology has made it possible for a lot more people to come up to speed on this tech. And then it turns out the data also, there are still some cases where you need big data, but startups are either finding very clever ways to get the data, or there are new AI techniques that can actually do really interesting things on smaller data sets. Sitting here 2 years ago, I would have said I was very depressed on this topic because it appeared that there were 4 or 5 big tech companies that had basically hoovered up all the AI talent, and there was only a couple thousand people total in the world who really understood how to build AI. And the big companies had hoovered them all up. We're all paying them a ton of money, right? A ton of actual current cash income, which makes it very hard to recruit them out to startups. And then we're making these big long-term investments in AI, resulting in things like Alexa and Echo, which have been just miracle, amazing products. That have been, Alexa and Echo are the result. Jeff says of I think it's 1,500 people over 4 years. That's a scale of effort that a startup can't match. And then the other thing that would have depressed me is I would have said the big companies have a data advantage because so much of what makes AI work now, when it works, is you get all this data. And so what makes a self-driving car work is you're able to gather all this data of all these cars on the road at scale, and then you're able to train the AI on millions and millions of miles driven. And the theory went that if you were a startup, you'd never be able to match. Even if you could get the people, you couldn't get the data. Today, I think we've seen an almost 180-degree reversal on all those topics.